Top of the morning to you. Just doing a little tinkering around here. Thought I'd take a few minutes to show you this. This is a little, I call it a voltage breakout box. And all it is you can make this. It's easy enough to make. I made this inside one of these little Carlon plastic work boxes. It's a 2x2 work box. You can get these at the home center, any place that sells that Carlon plastic electrical supply stuff. But you could make that in a metal work box. There's nothing to stop you. I just did a plastic one because I wanted to drill holes in the side. All this is I bought an extension cord and cut it in half, and then I put 2 strain reliefs on there, and I put 2 sets of binding posts on there. My labeling is wearing off. Oh, well. We'll relabel that baby. Apparently Sharpies aren't as permanent as you think. Anyway, on the inside, well, I joined the line cord. I just wire nutted the ground together, and if you can see this or not, it's real simple. One side has both of the neutrals hooked to black over here, and one of the blacks or hots is hooked to each one of the reds, and then there's a jumper from the red to the black. Basically, one of these is in parallel so you can measure volts, and one of them breaks the circuit so you can put your current meter in line. Now the downside of this is you have to have a jumper to make this work. You have to have a jumper in line, or you have to have your actual voltmeter in line. And you can hook up an appliance. You know, this side's hot, and the other side goes to your appliance, and you can measure voltage and current. It's kind of the poor man's watt meter. Like I said, it's kind of just a little AC breakout box. And there you can see that. The other thing I did too is the plug side comes into the voltmeter side so that it's always hot. And right now the amp side or the socket side is open. I don't have anything to plug in there. I don't know. You just have to put your meter in line here. And I suggest you clearly label that, because if you jumper the wrong side, you'll blow the crap out of it. A fuse might be in order. I like living dangerously with my stuff. And then you can just screw that lid back on. The other thing you could do, which would be a nice feature, is you could put a small toggle switch here to short the amp thing out, so you didn't have to use the amps or have it there. And it's. I think I spent more time running around to the stores. This is all new parts, but you certainly use used parts. There's nothing to stop you from chopping up an old extension cord you don't love anymore, or shortening up one. You know, I've got about a zillion extension cords. All of them are too long. They're never for anything useful. And you can see here that it's just kind of a handy-dandy little way to monitor the voltage and current if you want. And then you can put the lid on, and it comes with some screws. It's nothing special. I drilled those holes with what they call a unibit or a step bit. that plastic is so soft you could probably use a Dremel tool to kind of gnaw your way through it. Although it wouldn't look terribly professional, you probably could use a knife and kind of bore your way through there too if you didn't have a unibit and a drill bit, or excuse me, electric drill. But that makes it a little better. There's nothing to stop you from painting this plastic. Like I said, the lid just screws back on with these screws, and it's somewhat watertight. It's only as watertight as these fittings are now. You could get some watertight fittings, and you can make the cord as long as you want. Basically, I just keep this up on the bench. It actually is mounted with these ears under my bench, and then the leads just come up. And it's kind of a handy damn little toy. It's a 10-second project. Doesn't cost a terrible lot. I think the box is $3 or $4. The line cord was probably, I don't know, let's worst case say $10. Those jacks, or I actually got those at Radio Shack, amazingly enough, were, let's say $3 a set. So there's $12. I don't know. So there's maybe at the absolute most there's $20 there, not counting your meters. One of the things you could do too is these meters you can get at the junk tool store. And the most I've ever paid for these is $20, but you can get usually they have a coupon for another 20% off, which is what, another $4, so they're $15. And I actually, the kind of nice thing about these is they do, the meters they kind of lift up, and you can just set them on one on volts and one on current. And just leave them on your bench and mount all that on a little block of wood, or a little piece of wood, and just kind of make a permanent little watt meter setup, and just leave it there. And the nice thing is you're not out a ton of money. Let's say you spent $20 on that, you spend another 20. So that'd be $60. That's not bad for a watt meter, especially a digital one. You could use this with a Variac, see what's going on, which is what I use it for sometimes. Well, anyway, I suppose if you have a question or a comment, feel free to leave it. You need some help or something, or want to join my channel, that'd be great. And other than that, have a great day. Take it easy.